Hey guys, and welcome to my Cyber's Firewall FTK deck. So this deck is actually really good, and Firewall Dragon is gonna come off the TCG ban list, which is supposed to be coming out on March 1st, but they said that apparently because of some kind of tournament it won't come out till March 15th. So Firewall Dragon got the Errata in the OCG, and it's gonna get it in the TCG ban list this time as well. And it is still banned because the ban list is like a week away almost. So the ban list is almost here, and it has an errata effect. So the new effect reads: once while face up on the field, quick effect, you can target monsters on the field and or graveyard up to the number of monsters co-linked to this card, return them to the hand. And this is a once per turn effect, and if a monster this card points to is destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one monster from your hand. So it's supposed to be Cyber's monsters from your hand instead of just normal monsters, but that's how the errata version works, and both effects are hard once per turn. So that's the errata effect of Firewall Dragon, and it's already in the OCG. So this is the deck list. You can make some changes if you want, but I had great success with this list. And the combo is also really good, being able to lock your opponent out of literally any summons going first, which is basically an FTK, and going second you can just summon access code and pop like a bunch of cards on the field because everything is a different attribute, and you can easily OTK your opponent with update jammer as well. So this is basically my deck list. Let's get into the combos next. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, it's a great way to support the channel. So for the going first combo, you just need Lady Debug, Signet Codec, and just any one Cyber's extender. It can be literally any extender. You're playing 8 to 9 extenders in this deck, including Monster Reborn. So first of all, activate your codec and normal summon your debug, and use debug to fetch any extender. So fetch one that you don't have yet. So in my case I have backup secretary, so I'm going to get my converter. And now just bring out one of the extenders that are in your hand and just special summon it to the field, and then you link off into Code Talker. And since Code Talker is a dark Code Talker monster, you can trigger codec and add a dark Cyber's monster from your deck to your hand. So you're going to search Microcoder from your deck. So Microcoder can be used as link material from the hand. So you're going to use that effect and use itself from the hand and Code Talker from your field as link material, and you're going to make Transcode Talker. So Microcoder's effect will trigger and Signet Codec's effect will trigger. So Coder effect in the graveyard, since it was sent to the graveyard as link material, and Codec will also trigger. So you search optimization with your coder and generator with your codec, and a generator is earth like Transcode Talker. So I just made a misplay here, so I'm just gonna put that back. Now use your Transcode Talker's effect and bring back your Code Talker from the graveyard. And now Code Generator can also be used as link material from the hand. So use that effect and use itself and Code Talker and summon Code Talker inverted. So now you're gonna trigger your codec. Inverted is a light, and Generator can mill a Cyber's from your deck, so when it's sent to the grave as link material. So do not use Code Talker Inverted's effect because you won't have space, and if you use it you're kind of like in a jam. So search Gadget with codec and mill your Ibli. So Ibli is the card that makes the FTK possible, and don't use Inverted's effect. So now activate your Signet optimization, and that card will let you gain an additional Cyber's normal summon. And at this point you can go ahead and normal summon your Cyber's gadget. It's an additional normal summon, and use its effect to bring back your Ibli. And now link Ibli and invert it off, and you can summon your Xcode Talker. And now you'll trigger Codec, Xcode Talker, and Ibli. So trigger Ibli as Chainlink 3 and summon itself onto your opponent's field, and they're locked into link summoning only. So if they didn't Nibiru before, now they can't. Now you search Exceed since Xcode is wind, and use Xcode's effect to take out the zone on top of where transcode is right now. So the zone my mouse is pointing to right now, that's the zone. This is actually important for the combo, so make sure you take out that zone because this will be significant. So now you can use your gadget and your transcode talker to make your Errata Firewall dragon, and that'll trigger your Exceed from your hand, and it will also trigger gadget in the graveyard. So gadget's effect will bring you one Cyber's token onto your field, so you can just summon a token, and Exceed will special summon itself, and you can use its effect to bring another copy of itself onto your field. At this point, you can use both copies of your Exceeds to make a Splash Mage, and use Splash Mage's effect to bring back Microcoder from the grave. It has to be Coder, don't bring something else back. So you link Coder into Talkback Lancer, this is why it has to be Coder, and use its effect to tribute the token and summon back Transcode Talker from the graveyard. Make sure it's to that zone. So now everything is co-linked, and now just use your other extender and bring it out, and use Splash Mage and whatever extender you just used, and go into Code Talker into the other extra monster zone. Notice everything is co-linked. And now you can trigger Firewall's effect to just recycle any two of your monsters back from the graveyard. And as of now, you have an FTK because the only thing your opponent can do is normal summon, and they can't special summon because Iblis says you cannot special summon monsters except link monsters, and your opponent cannot link summon except to the zone on top of where Code Talker is pointing because it has an arrow pointing up. But because of Xcode Talker, that zone is unusable, and you can't even get Kaiju'd because your opponent can only summon link monsters, and the only thing they can do is like normal summon, and all of your stuff is protected by your Transcode Talker and Xcode. They make your stuff untargetable and undestroyed. Like some of them are one each, but it doesn't matter, it's more protection. And Transcode protects it from being targeted with anything, so nothing dangerous can something dangerous like lightning storm won't break your entire board or anything. And you also have Firewall's effect during opponent's turn to be safe, so you can even bounce their normal summon if that has like a lot of attack and they're trying to attack through something you have. Maybe you can bounce that, and you can even recycle something in your graveyard if they didn't normal summon just pass. So that's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.